This video is going to show you how to create a Google form in case you're doing a survey for your maths internal assessment. So go onto Google Drive and press the red create button on the left hand side and then press form. This will now open a new tab. First thing we need to put in is our title for our project. So mine is going to be about Harry Potter. So Harry Potter survey and then press OK. And it will immediately ask us for our first question. So my first question is, are you male or female? Now, keep everything as multiple choice. This will make your data processing a lot easier. So, option 1, male, press enter to get to my second option, female. And once I've put in all my options, just press done. There's my 2 options. I want to add some more questions. So I add item, which year group are you in? Change question type by pressing the little arrow down to multiple choice. And we would like to, I'm going to ask them in batches of 2. Pressing enter to get a new option. Once I press my last option, I press done. Now, last question, this is about Harry Potter. So I'm going to ask a question about what is your favorite book? And again, change it to multiple choice. And I'll just give them all the 7 options. Last one would be book 7. And now I'll put the last one in, press done. So they are my options there. Now, we need to do a few more things before we can send this out. First is I would want to put in some sort of description of my form. I want to talk about why I'm doing this. I'm doing it for my Maths IA. What am I expecting to get out of this? See if there's any link between year group and what is their favourite Harry Potter book and how they would contact me. So maybe putting my email address in there. I'd also want to make sure that my teacher can see this form and the resulting data. So I'd go to File and press Add Collaborators. In there, you will see here I can invite people. So I'd invite your maths teacher. So if it's Mrs. Hopley, I would invite Mrs. Hopley by pressing Send here. Okay. The other thing we need to make sure before we send is we don't want them to make more than one response, so I wouldn't show them link to submit another response. Okay. You can also change what you're going to say to them. Your response has been recorded. You can change that to thank you for helping my IA, etc. And then when you're ready, press the send form button. Now, you're not actually going to be able to send it because you don't have access to the year group lists. So instead, what you just need to do is put in a message similar to what you would put on your you put in your form description, and then your teacher will send it because they can, as they are a collaborator. So I'm just going to send this to myself because I just want to show you the next bit. So press send, and once it's sent, it is now accepting responses. Can you see that's now saying accepting responses, and this says view responses. So now let's view the responses. This will give us to a new spreadsheet, and in here will be listed all of my responses that I get. And in a separate video, it will then talk about how to process these responses.